There's always that one build in a game that can appeal to all player types, whether you're trying to speed through UVH5 content, casually farm the game, or if you're just looking to run one single build, this is the one. This build does everything with ease up to max difficulty and requires zero setup. Basically just point and shoot and you can tank and melt anything in Borderlands 4. Mako's Buck here, and today let's go over the best Bloodshot Vex build. As you might have guessed, just run Vex. Vex comes with the Vault Hunter trait Phase Covenant. Vex is attuned to the elemental type of her gun, converting all action skill and melee damage into that type. Moving on to our skill tree, and we are going to be on the Green Tree. Green Tree's action skill is Incarnate, which when popped, you'll do a spin, get some wings on your back, and deal phase explosion damage to nearby enemies while fully restoring your health. Popping your action skill also gives you Eldritch Blast and increases movement speed. Eldritch Blast is this ball of energy holding your offhand that you can fire at enemies. Dealing gun damage reduces the cooldown between being able to refire it. While you constantly deal damage, you can constantly shoot it, and we're going to be set up where shooting Eldritch Blast reloads our weapon as we fire it. With that said, we will be spending all 49 skill tree points into the Green Tree. Leeching Attunement is up first and will give us 10% lifesteal and 25% reload speed while Vex is holding a kinetic weapon. Moving down with 3 points into Bloodletter, gun and skill critical hits have a chance to apply bleed, causing kinetic status effect damage over time for a duration. Bleed is affected by status effect chance and is considered a status effect itself. Bleed's unintended actions were fixed, so this is just a nice layer of damage over time. Moving to the right, and we are going with 5 points into Grave Implements. This grants us a total of 60% gun damage on kill at max stacks and lasts for 10 seconds. Headed down to 3 points in Grave Power, which is going to grant our kill skill +3 to their max stacks. And over to the right from there is 5 points into Target Prescience to give us 15% crit chance on any part of an enemy we hit. Heading down to our Augment, and that is going to be Witchy Trigger Finger. This is where our first layer of big DPS comes in, as Trigger Finger allows our Eldritch Blast to fully reload our weapon while also buffing its damage. In that same column, we are going with 5 points into Drink Full. As we deal gun damage, we gain stacks of Drink Full, which increase fire rate by 0.60% per stacks for a max of 50 stacks. Underneath our Augment is 5 points into Mortal Terror, which is going to give us a 5% chance to activate all kill skills when critically hitting an enemy. And our Capstone is going to be Vibe Check, which turns Eldritch Blast into a charge skill. This also makes it so our Eldritch Blast cooldown reduction from gun damage is doubled. Moving over to the right with 5 points into Grave Vitality, which is a kill skill. This grants us increased health capacity and health regen when activated. Which brings us to our other main form of damage for this build, and that is 5 points into Bloodshot. We will obviously be using the class mod that grants us a chance to activate Bloodshot on crit, so not going to go over the first part of Bloodshot. But Bloodshot converts damage dealt into kinetic damage that deals bonus damage based on your current health. The higher the health, the more damage you're going to dish out. And our last two nodes are going to be 5 points into Essence Leech. This gives us 10% more lifesteal and 20% lifesteal while our action skill is active. And we will be finishing off with 3 points into Blood is Power. Gain bonus kinetic damage with guns based on lifesteal while health is full. And our health is always going to be full, so this will always be active. Specializations for this build are going to be the Best Defense, which gives us 30% bonus damage while at full health. Riddle You This, which gives us 50% extra gun damage at max stacks, and this works exactly like Striker from The Division. Bullet Train, which gives us 15% extra damage while walking and the ability to hip fire while walking, and the last specialization passive is honestly up for grabs. You could go with any of the usuals like I Am a Gun, Now with Caffeine, or Contamination. In the Zone won't get much use since you can't ADS while you have to spam Eldritch Blast, and we're only applying kinetic damage, so compounding afflictions would not be very noticeable. Firmware for this build is going to be 3 Deadeye and 2 High Caliber, as it's just the best combination for most weapon damage dealing builds. High Caliber's 10% gun damage is multiplicative, and 3 Piece Deadeye gives too much extra crit damage to pass up. Not going to spend too much time going over weapons, as there is one single best in slot weapon and it's not even close. The weapon is BOD, and I'm sorry, I know there's a large group of Borderlands players that for some reason hate meta stuff, but this is the best way to run this. It survived the giant balancing patch of October 23rd. If it gets nerfed down the line, we just adjust the build and move on. The role to go for on your BOD is going to be the Aramid BOD with CoV magazine and sniper rifle secondary mode. Obviously, make sure you're only firing this weapon in its sniper mode or the build won't work right. You can use other snipers like Ballista, Affinity XXL, or Truck, but nothing comes close to BOD at the moment. For our gear, we're going with the Shiny Warpaint with Enrage to give us 30% movement speed and 30% rate of fire, as well as increase our damage dealt by 30% on use for 15 seconds. Class mod is going to be the Undead Eye Siren class mod with a +5 to Bloodshot. This mod always comes with sniper rifle damage on it, and you'll want it rolled for either health capacity, as Bloodshot damage scales with health, or you could go with kinetic damage too. Our shield is going to be the Timekeeper's new shield, as this jacks up our maximum health and health regen, and as we already know, the higher our health, the more damage we deal. Our enhancement is going to be a purple CoV enhancement with honestly anything. Mine has Duct Tape, probably don't see that proc too often, since Eldritch Blast keeps our weapon reloading and not overheating. Main thing to go for is a triple damage roll on this to really jack up the damage output of BOD. And lastly, our Ordnance's preference. The crit knife was nerfed, however, it was not nuked. You still get 5 seconds of amp damage, which is 15% extra damage output, and 30% additional crit chance on use. It's still very good. Your play loop for bossing will be go up to the boss, pop your action skill, pop your Repkit, throw your Ordnance, and hold down the trigger to fire BOD while spamming Eldritch Blast. Just a reminder that this entire video is timestamped if you feel like you missed something or you want to jump around. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn those notifications on. See you next time.